Mental health issues like depression, anxiety, and suicidal thoughts or tendencies can be really scary. This training series hopes to not only increase your awareness on the issues, but I'd also like to leave you with a little message of hope. Yes, it is scary, but there are people who can help. All you have to do is ask.
I had downed the last bottle of vodka in my house and I had hit rock bottom. It was 10 a.m. and I had one thought. How was I going to get through the rest of the day without any more alcohol?
I was so stressed out with everything that my brain never really had a chance to settle down.
I was just sitting there. The bottle of beer was just looking right back at me. In that moment, it seemed like the only way out.
I texted my friend to say goodbye. I felt like there was no way out and it made me feel hopeless. All I wanted was to end it. I was so angry when the police came and took me to the emergency room. How dare they? I mean, it was my right to die.
After my mom died, nothing seemed to have any value to me anymore. The cancer had essentially stolen my hope. I didn't feel like anyone could ever understand what I was going through. I was alone in this incredible darkness.
I realized later that afternoon that I couldn't get through this myself. So I went to my first Alcoholics Anonymous meeting that night.
But when I started meditating on a regular basis and taking yoga classes at the Heskett Center, I just felt a lot more centered.
So I picked up the phone and called the National Suicide Prevention Hotline. The counselor was so calm and kind, and he helped me talk myself down. When I got off the phone, I knew that, at least right now, I wanted to be alive. I knew that I needed help.
I can see now that I got the help that I so desperately needed. I can't thank my friend enough for saving my life. I realize now that I just wanted the pain to end, and I can actually see a bright future.
A friend of mine invited me to go to a support group for people who had lost someone, and it was amazing. Everyone there knew what I was going through, and for the first time since I lost my mom, I felt like I had somebody to talk to.
I'd been feeling really isolated and down. My coworker approached me and seemed really concerned. At first I just brushed off her questions and thought, me? I'm fine. Later that day I realized I did need to reach out to someone. Why not her? I'm so glad I did. It felt so good to have her just listen, like a weight had been lifted. I have to admit, it felt a little weird when she asked if I had been having suicidal thoughts. I mean, I'd had them in the past, but things hadn't been that bad in a long time. I guess I'm just glad she cared enough to ask, though. She suggested I go see someone in counseling and testing. I've been talking to a therapist for a few weeks now, and I already feel more like myself.
When I started having panic attacks, I talked to my doctor. She suggested that I take medication. I was so resistant to that because I didn't want to give up and take the meds. I thought, I should be strong enough to fix this. But then she asked me if I thought someone with diabetes should take insulin. I said, of course, it's a disease, they need help. There's no shame in that. She said, exactly.
I was so nervous to go see a therapist. I thought, am I crazy? Do I really need a shrink? And then I got in that room and it was like I could breathe. For the first time in a long time, I knocked down my walls and I talked. We came up with a treatment plan together, and for the first time in months, I felt like I could do this, like I was gonna be myself again.
No matter how bad it may seem, there is hope. Asking for help is the bravest thing you can do. There are so many people who want to see you succeed, and all you have to do is ask.